Hi, I have an appointment at 3. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest.
Welcome! Don't worry at all. What brings you in today? Are you thinking about a new look?
Yes, actually, I've had the same hairstyle for 5 years now. I really want something different, but I'm scared I'll regret it.
That's completely normal. Let's talk about what you're imagining. Do you have any inspiration photos, or should we explore some options together?
I brought some pictures on my phone. I'm thinking about going shorter, maybe shoulder length, and I'd love to add some color too.
Shoulder length would look stunning on you. Your face shape is perfect for it. What kind of color are you considering? Highlights, balayage, or maybe an all-over color?
I'm not sure about the difference. What would you recommend for someone who's never colored their hair before?
Balayage is great for beginners because it's low maintenance. The color is hand-painted, so it grows out naturally without harsh lines. We could add some caramel tones to warm up your natural brown.
That sounds beautiful. How long does the whole process take?
For a cut and balayage, we're looking at about 2.5 hours. We'll cut first, then apply the color, let it process, rinse, and style.
Perfect. I cleared my afternoon. One more question. Will this damage my hair?
I'll use a bond-building treatment during the coloring process to protect your hair. We'll also do a deep conditioning mask afterward. Your hair will actually feel softer.
You've convinced me. I'm ready for this transformation.
Excellent. Let's get you caped up and start with a consultation at the mirror. This is going to be exciting. I can't wait to see the final result. Thank you for making me feel so comfortable. That's what I'm here for. By the end of today, you're going to love your new look. Let's create something amazing together.
Good morning. I need some advice. My hair has been thinning on top, and I'm not sure what style would work anymore.
Morning. I appreciate your honesty. Thinning hair is very common, and there are definitely styles that can help. How long have you been noticing the thinning?
About 2 years now. I've been doing the same side part, but it's not hiding anything anymore. I feel like it makes it more obvious.
You're absolutely right. Side parts can actually emphasize thinning areas. Have you considered a shorter, textured cut? It creates the illusion of more volume.
I'm open to anything that works. What exactly do you mean by textured?
We'd cut it shorter on the sides with clippers, maybe a number 3 guard, and leave more length on top, about an inch or so. Then we add texture with scissors to create movement.
That sounds modern. Would I need to style it every day?
It takes about 2 minutes. You'd apply a small amount of matte paste to damp hair, work it through with your fingers, and you're done. Very low maintenance.
What about products? Do they actually help with thinning hair, or is that just marketing?
Some products genuinely help. Thickening shampoos add volume, and certain serums can stimulate the scalp. I can recommend a few that my clients have had success with.
That would be great. How often should I come in for trims?
Every 4 to 5 weeks to keep the shape. Shorter styles need more frequent maintenance, but they always look sharp and intentional.
Makes sense. And be honest with me, does this style work for professional settings? I'm in finance.
Absolutely. This cut is popular with executives because it's clean, polished, and age-appropriate. It shows you take care of yourself without being trendy or casual.
Perfect. Let's do it. I'm ready for a change that actually works with my hair, not against it.
Great attitude. Let's get started. You're going to feel much more confident with this new look.
Thank you so much for fitting me in. My wedding is in 3 weeks, and I'm panicking about my hair. Congratulations! 3 weeks is actually perfect timing for a trial. Tell me about your vision for the big day. I want something elegant and romantic, but I'm worried about it lasting all day. We're having an outdoor ceremony and then dancing until midnight.
Outdoor weddings require extra hold because of wind and humidity. Are you thinking updo or half up, half down? And what's your dress style like?
The dress is lace with a low back, so I was thinking an updo would show it off better. Maybe something with loose curls or braids?
A textured low bun with soft face framing pieces would be gorgeous. We could incorporate a small braid along one side for that romantic touch you mentioned.
That sounds exactly right. How do we make sure it stays perfect for 12 hours?
We'll build the style in layers with strong foundation techniques. I use professional-grade hairspray that holds without being crunchy or stiff. You'll be able to move naturally and dance. What about my veil? I want to wear it for the ceremony and remove it for the reception. We'll position the veil below the bun, secured with pins that are easy to remove. The hairstyle will look complete with or without it. That's crucial.
This is such a relief. Should I do anything special to prepare my hair before the wedding?
Get a trim 2 weeks before to remove any split ends, deep condition once a week, and avoid trying any new hair products the week of the wedding. Stick with what you know works.
Good thinking. What about the morning of the wedding? How early should you arrive?
If the ceremony's at 2, I'd plan to start your hair at 9. That gives us plenty of time without rushing, plus time for photos with your hair fresh.
Should I wash my hair that morning?
Actually, second-day hair holds styles better. Wash it the night before and apply a light leave-in conditioner. Your hair will have the perfect texture for styling.
You've thought of everything. I feel so much better about this now.
That's my job. Let's do your trial today, take photos from every angle, and you'll have complete confidence on your wedding day.
Let's create something beautiful. I'm so excited to see it come together.
Hey, so I want to get something cool for when school starts. Something that looks good but isn't too crazy.
I got you. What kind of vibe are you going for? Something edgy, classic, or maybe athletic?
My friends have these fade haircuts, and they look sick. But I don't know if my mom would be okay with it being too short.
Fades are super popular right now. We could do a medium fade, not shave to the skin, and keep length on top. That way it's stylish but not extreme.
Yeah, that could work. What about the top part? Can we make it stand up, or should it go to the side?
That depends on your hair texture and how much time you want to spend on it. If you want to style it up, we'd need about 2 inches of length, and you'd use a blow dryer and pomade.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how to use a blow dryer. Is there an easier option?
Definitely. We can texture the top so it looks good with just a little paste worked through it. You literally just run your fingers through and you're done.
That's more my speed. How often would I need to come back?
Fades need maintenance every 3 to 4 weeks to stay sharp. If you let it grow out too long, it loses the definition.
Okay, I can probably convince my mom to bring me once a month. What about my hairline? Is that something you can fix?
You mean shaping up your edges? Absolutely. A clean lineup makes a huge difference. It frames your face and makes the whole cut look more polished.
Cool. My friend said something about getting a part shaved in. Is that still a thing, or is it outdated?
Hard parts are still popular, but they're more subtle now. Instead of a super obvious line, we'd do a soft disconnect that you can barely see. It adds detail without being over the top.
I like the sound of that. What products should I get? I don't want to spend a ton of money.
You only need 2 things, a good matte paste for texture and a light hairspray for hold. I'll show you exactly how to apply them before you leave.
Awesome. My mom's going to be surprised when she sees this. Thanks for making it easy to understand.
No problem. You're going to start school looking fresh. Let's make it happen. I desperately need help. My curly hair is out of control, and I'm considering just straightening it permanently.
Before we go that route, let's talk about what's frustrating you. What exactly is happening with your curls?
They're so frizzy. Every morning is a battle. I spend an hour trying to make it look presentable, and by noon it's a mess again.
It sounds like your hair might not be getting the moisture it needs. Curly hair is naturally drier than straight hair. What products are you currently using?
Just regular shampoo and conditioner from the drugstore, and I brush it when it's wet to detangle it.
There's your problem. Curly hair needs sulfate-free products, and brushing when wet breaks up the curl pattern, causing frizz. We need to completely change your routine.
Really?
I thought brushing was necessary to prevent tangles. For curly hair, you detangle with your fingers or a wide-tooth comb while conditioner is in your hair in the shower. Never brush it dry. That creates massive frizz. That's the opposite of everything I've been doing. What about drying it? Air drying is best, but if you're short on time, use a diffuser attachment on your blow dryer. Regular blow drying disrupts the curl pattern and creates frizz.
This is a lot to take in. What kind of products do I actually need?
4 basics: a sulfate-free shampoo, a rich conditioner, a leave-in conditioner, and a curl-defining cream or gel. I'll write down specific recommendations for your curl type. How can you tell what my curl type is? You have type 3 curls. They're springy and well-defined when properly cared for. With the right technique, your hair will be your best feature, I promise.
I've been fighting my natural texture for years. Do you really think I can embrace it?
Absolutely. I specialize in curly hair, and I see transformations like this all the time. Your curls are beautiful. They just need the right care.
What about haircuts? Should curly hair be cut differently than straight hair?
Yes, curly hair should be cut dry so I can see how each curl falls naturally. Cutting it wet gives unpredictable results because curls shrink as they dry.
That makes so much sense. How often should I get trims?
10 to 12 weeks to remove split ends. Curly hair tangles more easily when the ends are damaged, so regular trims actually make daily styling easier.
I'm feeling hopeful for the first time in years. Can we start today?
Absolutely. I'll cut your hair, then show you the proper styling techniques step by step. You'll leave here knowing exactly how to care for your curls.
Thank you. I'm ready to finally love my natural hair.
Good afternoon. I'm here because my wife suggested I do something about all this gray hair. She says it ages me. Good afternoon. Well, gray hair can be very distinguished, but if you'd like to cover it, we have excellent options. How much gray are we working with? It's about 70% gray now, mostly around my temples and throughout the top. I don't want anything that looks fake or obvious, though. Completely understand. For men, we typically recommend semi-permanent color that blends the gray rather than completely covering it. It looks much more natural. What's the difference between that and permanent color? Semi-permanent gradually fades over 4 to 6 weeks, so there's no harsh grow outline. It's also gentler on your hair and scalp. We'd bring you back to your original color or slightly lighter. 4 to 6 weeks, so I'd need to come in monthly. Initially, yes. After the first few applications, we can stretch it to every 6 weeks. The color builds up and lasts longer over time. What color would you recommend? I was dark brown when I was younger, but I don't want to look like I dyed my hair that dark now. Exactly right. We'd go with a medium brown with some ash tones. It'll look like your natural color, just happens to have less gray. Very subtle and believable. How long does the appointment take? About 45 minutes total. We apply the color, let it process for 20 minutes, then shampoo and style. It's quick and straightforward. And nobody will be able to tell I colored it. That's the goal. Your family will notice you look younger and more refreshed, but they won't be able to pinpoint exactly why. It's that subtle. What about maintenance at home? Do I need special shampoo or anything? A color-safe shampoo helps the color last longer, but honestly, semi-permanent is very forgiving. Just avoid dandruff shampoos because they strip color faster. This sounds reasonable. What happens if I decide I don't like it? Since it's semi-permanent, it'll fade gradually if you stop. There's no commitment. Many men start with just blending the gray and adjust from there based on how they feel. That's reassuring. My concern was looking like I'm trying too hard or being vain about my appearance. There's nothing vain about wanting to look your best. Think of it like maintaining your car or your home. It's just taking care of yourself. You've made a good case. Let's try it. If my wife is happy with the result, I'll keep coming back. Perfect. Let's get started. I think you'll be pleased with how natural and effortless this looks.
Hi, I want to do something crazy and fun with my hair for summer. I'm thinking mermaid colors like blues and greens. Oh, I love doing fantasy colors. They're so fun and expressive. Have you had any previous color on your hair, or is this your natural color? It's mostly natural, but I had highlights like 2 years ago. They're pretty grown out now, though.
Perfect. For vivid colors like blues and greens, we need to pre-lighten your hair first. Your natural color is too dark for the blues and greens to show up.
So you mean bleaching it? Will that damage my hair a lot?
We'll use a bonding treatment during the bleaching process to minimize damage. Then we'll do deep conditioning treatments. Your hair will need extra care, but it won't be fried.
Okay, I can handle that. How light does it need to be?
For vibrant blues and greens, we need to get you to a pale yellow or even white blonde level. The lighter the base, the more the colors will pop.
That sounds intense. How long will the whole process take?
We're looking at about 4 to 5 hours. Bleaching takes time, especially if we're lifting your hair that much. Then applying the colors is another hour or so.
Wow, that's my whole afternoon. But it'll be worth it, right?
Definitely. The result is going to be stunning. Are you thinking more turquoise and teal or deeper ocean blues and emerald greens?
I love the idea of having multiple shades blended together, like actual ocean water. Can you do that?
Absolutely. We can create a color melt from turquoise at the roots, blending into teal in the middle and seafoam green at the ends. It'll be gorgeous and dimensional.
That sounds amazing. How long will these colors last?
Fantasy colors fade faster than natural colors, usually 4 to 6 weeks. They fade to softer pastel versions before disappearing. You'll need to use color depositing shampoo to maintain them.
Do you sell that here?
Yes, I'll send you home with a blue shampoo and a green conditioner. You alternate using them to refresh the colors between salon visits.
What about swimming? I'm going to the beach a lot this summer.
Chlorine and salt water are enemies of fashion colors. Wear a swim cap if possible, or at least wet your hair with fresh water before swimming. It prevents your hair from absorbing as much pool or ocean water.
Good to know. What if I get tired of it before school starts in the fall?
We can color over it with a more natural shade, or you can let it fade out completely. Fantasy colors don't damage your natural pigment, so you have options.
This is going to be so cool. All my friends are going to be jealous. Let's do it. I'm so excited to create this for you.
Let's get started on your mermaid transformation.
Thanks for seeing me on short notice. I got cast in a period film set in the 1940s, and production wants my hair to look authentic.
Congratulations on the role. 1940s men's hair is very specific. Slicked back, clean sides, and lots of shine. When does filming start?
3 weeks from now, and it runs for 2 months. The director is very particular about historical accuracy, so I can't mess this up. We'll get it right. First question, are you willing to grow your hair out? Authentic 40s styles need at least 3 inches on top. My hair's about 2 inches now. Can we work with that, or do I need extensions?
2 inches is borderline. We could add a small hairpiece just at the crown for extra height and volume. It would be undetectable on camera and give us that authentic pompadour shape.
Whatever works best. What about the sides? Do they need to be a specific length?
The sides should be short, but not clippered. Scissors only, blended smoothly. 40s cuts didn't have the sharp fade lines we see now. Everything was softer and more graduated.
Interesting. What about styling products? I assume they didn't have modern pomade back then.
They used Brile Cream, which was an oil-based pomade. It gave that signature wet, shiny look. I have a modern equivalent that looks identical on camera but washes out easier.
That's a relief. How do I apply it?
You'll apply it to damp hair, comb everything straight back from the hairline, then use a fine-tooth comb to create a deep side part. The part was very important in 40s styling.
Left side or right side?
Traditionally left, but check with your costume and makeup team. They might have specific requirements based on your character and which way you'll be facing the camera most often.
Good point. What about maintenance during filming? Can I wash it every day?
You can, but you'll need to restyle it completely each time. Many actors doing period pieces wash it every other day and just add a bit more product to refresh the style.
Makes sense. How often should I come in for trims during the 2 months of filming?
Every 3 weeks to maintain the shape. Consistency is crucial for continuity in filming. Even a little extra length can change how the style sits.
The production company is covering all of this, so that's not a problem. Can you be on call if I need emergency touch-ups? Absolutely. I'll give you my direct number. If you have an important scene and your hair isn't cooperating, call me and I'll come to set if needed. That's incredibly generous. This role could be really big for my career, so getting every detail right matters. I understand completely. We'll make sure your hair looks so authentic that nobody questions it for a second. Let's get started on the cut today.
Hi, I called earlier about styling short hair. I'm growing my hair back after chemo, and I'd like to feel more like myself again.
Welcome, and congratulations on your recovery. I'm honored to help you with this. How long has it been since your last treatment?
About 4 months. My hair is coming in, but it's patchy, and the texture is completely different than before. It's really curly now, and mine was straight.
That's very common. Chemo can temporarily change hair texture. It might stay curly, or it might gradually return to straight as it grows longer. How are you feeling about the curls?
I'm trying to embrace them, but I don't know how to manage curly hair, and some areas are thinner than others, which is frustrating.
We can work with that. A short, layered cut would help the thinner areas blend in, while giving the curls definition and shape. Would you be comfortable going a bit shorter?
I'm open to it. I just want to feel feminine and put together again. I've been wearing scarves and hats for so long.
I completely understand. Let's create a pixie cut with longer pieces on top that showcase those curls. It'll be chic, easy to maintain, and very flattering.
That sounds nice. What about color? My hair came in almost completely gray, and I'm only 42. It feels like it ages me. Would you like to return to your natural color or try something new? Sometimes people view this as an opportunity to reinvent their look. I never thought about it that way. Maybe something warmer than my original dark brown? I want to look vibrant and alive. How about a rich chestnut with some caramel highlights? It would complement your skin tone beautifully and add dimension to the curls. That sounds lovely. Is it safe to color hair that's still recovering from chemo?
We'll use a gentle, ammonia-free color and do a patch test first to make sure your scalp tolerates it well. We'll also do a deep conditioning treatment to nourish your hair.
Thank you for being so careful. This whole experience has made me realize how much our hair is connected to our identity.
It absolutely is, and you're taking an important step in reclaiming that part of yourself. How are you feeling about today's appointment?
Nervous, but excited. I haven't felt pretty in a long time. The treatments took so much from me.
Today is about giving something back to yourself. When you leave here, you're going to see a beautiful, strong woman in the mirror. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Let's do this. I'm ready to feel like me again.
Then let's create something wonderful together. This is going to be a beautiful transformation.
Hey, I need something that works with my training schedule. I'm in the gym twice a day, and my hair is constantly wet from sweat or showers.
I work with several athletes, so I totally get it. What sport are you training for?
Swimming and triathlon. I'm in the pool every morning and running or cycling every afternoon. My hair is basically always wet.
Chlorine exposure is tough on hair. How long is your hair currently, and what length are you willing to go?
It's about 3 inches on top right now. I'm open to cutting it shorter if it makes life easier. I just don't want to buzz it all off.
We don't need to go that short. A textured crew cut would be perfect. About 1 inch on top, tapered on the sides. It looks sharp and dries in minutes.
That sounds ideal. What about styling? I literally have 10 minutes between getting out of the pool and heading to class.
With this cut, you rinse, towel dry, and you're done. Maybe run your fingers through it. That's it. No products necessary unless you have somewhere important to be.
Perfect. What about the chlorine damage? My hair feels like straw lately.
You need a swimmer's shampoo to remove chlorine buildup and a leave-in conditioner to protect your hair before swimming. Apply it before you put your swim cap on.
I didn't know there were specific products for that. Will they make my hair greasy?
Not at all. Swimmers products are designed to be lightweight and clarifying. They remove chemicals without stripping your hair completely.
Great. How often will I need haircuts with this style?
Every 4 to 5 weeks to keep it looking clean. Since you're an athlete, maintaining a neat appearance is probably important for team photos and competitions.
Definitely. My coach is big on professional presentation. What about during competition season when I'm traveling constantly?
This style grows out gracefully, so even if you go 6 weeks between cuts, it won't look sloppy. Just keep the neckline cleaned up, which you can do yourself with clippers.
You'd show me how to do that?
Absolutely. I'll teach you to maintain the back and around your ears. That way you can extend time between salon visits when you're on the road.
That's really helpful. What about sun protection? I'm outside training a lot during summer.
Wear a hat when possible and use a leave-in conditioner with UV protection. The sun damages hair just like chlorine does, especially when hair is wet.
I had no idea there was so much to think about. I just want my hair to not be a hassle.
With the right cut and products, it won't be. You'll spend less time thinking about your hair and more time focusing on your training.
That's exactly what I need. Let's get this done so I can make my afternoon workout.
Let's do it. You'll be out of here in 30 minutes looking sharp and ready to train.